Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy.
We say that given enough time to plan, Batman can beat anybody. Even beats Superman in multiple movies, and overall there is not a fight he can't win given enough time to plan.
I've carefully studied every Justice Leaguer, past and present, and created contingency plans to neutralize you, should that ever become necessary.
But there's one way Batman never wins. Batman has stuff he's fighting against, but nothing he's fighting for, which wouldn't matter much, except that it means he never has an answer to the Joker. And because of this, he's never actually able to prove the Joker or anyone else who opposes him are wrong.
You're garbage. You kills for money. Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be.
The Joker believes everyone is a bunch of hypocrites.
See, their morals, their code. It's a bad joke.
And beyond that, he believes at the end of the day, nothing matters, and has logically backed it up.
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
The Joker doesn't see himself as wrong or irrational, just as rejecting society as absurd.
I mean, do you ever think about how many times we've come close to World War III over a flock of geese on a computer screen?
Batman has no answer to this. He has no worldview.
It's all a joke. Everything anybody's ever valued or struggled for, it's monstrous.
So in Dark Knight, Batman wins, right? Captures the Joker and Two-Face is dead.
I try to show the schemers how pathetic their attempts to control things really are.
But Joker really is the one who comes out on top. Rachel's dead. Sure, Harvey is too, but only after proving the Joker right and becoming a villain himself.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Batman has to lie about what happened just to keep up a fake story to the city, to keep Harvey's image good, and it's just a tiny bandage holding the city together.
I killed those people. That's what I can be.
No, you can't. You're not.
I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be.
The Joker is proven right about how much of the cops and even Harvey would ditch their moral codes. And besides, even if we say the ferry scene by itself and people choosing not to kill each other means Batman won, the Joker ended the movie happy and laughing. This causes Batman to hang up the cowl for years and is depressed alone in his house up until the start of Dark Knight Rises. Since while Batman can beat the Joker physically, he has no way to prove that his ideas are wrong.
You have nothing to threaten me with. Nothing to do with all your strength.
Batman has no way to convince him, no way to really stop him. And before you say like, well yeah, Batman never tried to talk him down, why would he? Know that there's an entire movie where that is exactly the premise. The storyline in The Killing Joke revolves around Batman trying to actually have a heart-to-heart with the Joker, because
I've been thinking lately about you and me, about how this is going to end, about who will end up killing who. I need to know that I'd made a genuine attempt to talk things over, to try and avert the inevitable.
And Batman really does actually try.
We could work together. I could rehabilitate you. You don't need to be alone. Let me help you.
And not to sell short the appeal to Joker's emotions, he doesn't realize that it's not an emotional thing for the Joker. The Joker's convinced. But Batman doesn't have a worldview like that. He just goes with his gut. Other superheroes clearly voice why they fight.
I'm doing what has to be done to stave off something worse.
The price of freedom is high, and it's a price I'm willing to pay.
So in a way, Batman is kind of more vigilante than a superhero, more Punisher and Daredevil than Superman or Captain America. He doesn't have values that he is fighting for and representing. Well, there is one thing Batman has a strong conviction on. Well, most Batmans. And that's he'll never kill. Here's the thing though, Batman doesn't morally abstain from killing because he's a humanitarian and believes in the villain's chances for redemption in the future.
You just couldn't let me go, could you?
Sure, he tries with the Joker, but that's not why he has the principle of not killing people. And he has the principle of not killing people and is still willing to beat them to a bloody pulp. And under the Red Hood, Batman finally expresses why he believes what he does.
What, your moral code just won't allow for that? It's too hard to cross that line?
No, it'd be too damned easy. All I've ever wanted to do is kill him. But if I do that, if I allow myself to go down into that place, I'll never come back.
It's clear Batman doesn't make the choice he makes because he's thought deeply about what's right and wrong, or because he's able to argue why his stance is accurate, but rather because it's the only way he can keep his sanity. And why does Batman not having a worldview that he can argue for matter to us? We can't just punch or silence people who we disagree with. We have to convince them through discourse. We have to talk to them. The reason Batman resonates is he has one of the major flaws that we do. We don't want to have to convince people they're wrong and we are right through words. Our immediate reaction tends to be to insult them, write them off as deplorable, or even threaten violence against them. So we like to see a world where a hero can win just by saying the other side is evil. Because in our world, neither side can ever win like that.
I think you and I are destined to do this forever.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I linked my video on Captain America's biggest flaw over here. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching and subscribe if you want to see more.